Good morning, good morning. This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and it is Friday morning, October 27th. Welcome to my desk. Welcome to my desk. This morning, I am going to be working on projects that are just on my desk. My cart over to the side is pile high. My desk is pile high. It's been a busy week for me, and I have not gotten in here very much, so I have been picking up some things. I have some things to clear up. Let me zoom down a little. There's Becky. Good morning, Becky. Let's see how that works. Let me get over here to my tablet and come in so that I can welcome other folks when they come in. Becky's up early in the morning now. I think she's getting Scott off to work. Yeah. Skip the ads. Good morning. Ooh, that's out a little far, but we'll leave it out a little far for now until I get things cleared up here. I laugh that I can get to 1080p on my old tablet and I can't on my new phone. That just astounds me. Let's go to live chat. There we go. Becky said she just finished watching Kate at the last homely house. Scott left an hour ago? Oh my goodness, he was up early, wasn't he? Oh my goodness. What is Kate up to? I am subscribed to her, but she's more of a, isn't she more of a sewing channel? I got my sewing machine out. Let's zoom in just a little. That might be a little. This zoom on this phone now is really hard to get it set. There we go. There we go. We get up at 5 a.m. Well, I'm an hour earlier than you are, so that would be 4. I did set my alarm for 4, and I did get up, but I like to have my coffee, and I ate yogurt this morning. I bought Greek yogurt, and I had blueberries, fresh blueberries, and cashew nuts on it. It was really good. Kate does all sorts of things. I'm going to have to start watching her. I have a big confession. I haven't been watching very many people at all, period. I did watch Amazon movie the other night, which was about the Revolutionary War, the Battle of Lexington. It's kind of interesting. It was called One April Morning, about this young teenage boy, his first time seeing war, and at the end of the day, his father got killed and he wanted to go home. Can't blame him for that. I was telling my brother about it, and, I was telling him how it really makes us thankful for the people back then who fought for our liberties. So that's all I'm going to say. Hi, Pam. Good morning, Pam. How are you? It's good to see you. Well, Penelope's here. Let's put her, I hate to put her over there. She'll fall off of the, I was thinking how fun it would be. You know those gnomes, you pay an arm and a leg for them. And I was thinking how fun it would be to make a gnome, the hat plaid and the body out of this is just a little one, the body out of this plaid fabric. I mean, the scissors for the body and the plaid, I don't know, that may not be enough. This is really a pretty fall color. So I might work on that, but I have so much going, as you can see. I wanted to show you guys, what I got yesterday. It's kind of a little story behind this. I got this off of Amazon Marketplace. And this is exactly what I expected it to be. This lady had purchased these and only used half of them, and she was selling the other half. And these are these little little corked bottles. My brother said, what are you going to do with them? Just like when I go shopping, the clerk always says, what are you going to do with them? It looks like she used one strip out of here for something, maybe a mark making tool, which this would be really nice for. But I said, well, you can do all sorts of things. You can put beads, and I don't think I'll put liquid in them, though. You could put like food coloring or ink or something in there. But there are 50 of them in here, and it cost me $15. And I thought that was a pretty fair price. They're clean and everything. So my brother had to go to the VA yesterday for his annual checkup. So we were up there almost all morning and clear until like 12:30, 1 o'clock. And then we went out to eat. My brother likes the chicken at Pizza Ranch, and they have chicken and pizza. And I had a big salad. He had a big, we like the salads because we can choose what we put on there. We both had a big salad, and then he went for chicken and mashed potatoes, and I got 2 little pieces of pizza. Well, actually 3, because one was a cheese, and then I got the pepperoni, which I don't know. I think they started using frozen pizza. My brother doesn't think so because he says, well, they can make it to order. And I'm going, yeah, but just because they make something to order doesn't mean that that's what they put out on the buffet. But anyway, it didn't taste the same to me. Maybe it's my taste. But I enjoyed it. I had it. I'm trying to cut down on that stuff, but it isn't like I eat it every day. And so then we came back down to Hastings and picked these little bottles up at the home where I bought them from. And my brother was out in the car, and he has a hatchback, and he can open that back door, you know, he just presses a button from the inside. I have to get out and open mine up, which probably would have been safer because we went to Walmart and I picked up some ragu sauce. And when I loaded the back car up, I did not push those bottles. And they're not plastic bottles, they're glass bottles. And I did not push them far enough back to when the door opens, if one rolls, it won't roll out. Well, one rolled. So not only did he park in a puddle, we had rain, he parked in a puddle, one of those ragu bottles rolled out and broke right on the street. And it happened to be not like here's somebody's driveway going up to their house, and he parked right here. And of course, the bottle was right kind of on the edge of the driveway. So here I was out on the road. We didn't have anything in the car except for Walmart plastic bags. And I was picking up all the glass off that broken and trying to wipe up the ragu sauce. I think I got it all. We had several of those plastic bags, empty ones in the back, and I checked pretty good. I swooped I put the plastic bag over the mess and just kind of swooped it up and put it in another bag. And then, of course, I'd already picked up the big pieces, but I checked pretty good. I went like this, and there was a crack there. I kind of ran my finger through the crack to make sure any glass pieces weren't stuck in there. But it was a mess on the road, and I just was not in the mood, and I was really tired yesterday. I took a sleeping pill the night before, Motrin, and I think it was still working on me because I was tired all morning. I'm working on my Santa Clauses, and I'm working on the elf. These are some paint brushes that I got. We were just at Walmart the day before. He had to go to town for cigarettes. I'll tell you, he'll probably live to be 110, and he's got the worst health habits. But anyway, I picked up some paint brushes. these are ongoing projects. These are the little blings that I bought. And here are just some little packets of stuff. And I thought I'd try to make something out of these this morning. The stapler's empty. I thought I'd refill the stapler this morning. If I can do that. Well, it's not empty. It's filled. Need a piece of paper. I had this out in the other room using it for something. I can't remember what. Now it's not closing. Why isn't that closing? Maybe there's one stuck in there. I'll bet you. That's the issue. Ah! Yep. No. Oh, this one's upside down. Was that upside down all the time? No, it's right side up. That one this one looks like it. I got them. This one. Are they upside down? Wait a minute till Meri figures out her stapler here. That looks right. That works. Let's try it here on the end. All right. That's back in working order. I'm going to pull that out. That's back in working order. Now, I better move these or I won't be able to get into my trash sack. Let me put this back on the shelf where we keep it. All right. Whew. Welcome to everybody that's come in. Let me refresh my chat so I can welcome everybody in. Come on. Hi, Chaz. She says, yay, Friday night chill with Meri. Yeah, I keep forgetting Friday night is, it's Friday night over in Australia. Hi, Chaz. Chaz got her bird and Janet Nash got her bird. So, thank you, ladies. I'm sure glad they found you. I haven't heard from Janet Burgess yet. Whether she got her owls or not, I'm kind of worried. She's in Canada. I've heard from everybody else, I believe. Mina got her owls. Karen Kay got hers. Janet and Chaz and Lala. I heard from Lala. She got her bird. Christy got hers. And I think that's it. I just haven't heard from Janet yet. Hi, Kimberly. Good morning, Kimberly. It's good to see you. Hi, Kathy Cowell. Good morning, ladies. Kimberly says it's going to be a great day. I think so. I did sleep last night. I hate to rely on sleeping pills to fall asleep. So I try not to. I took one the night before because I was afraid I wouldn't wake up. And he had to be at his appointment by 9:30, and we had to get out of here by 8:15 to get up there in time. And I was afraid that I'd be awake all night and sleep all morning. So, yeah. Stitch It Pam and Becky peeked in. She says, all done until the sun comes up, and then I will have to change out the litter boxes for the kitties. Hi, Elizabeth. Elizabeth is from, I think, Argentina, if I remember right. Good morning, good morning. It's good to see you. Kimberly's here. Pam, Becky's waiting for the sun to come up. So she had to go take her meds. She says, I'm ready to create this morning. She's been talking about Becky. She's going to make some Halloween clusters with fabric. Ooh, that sounds fun, Becky. I need to watch some of Becky's videos. I wanted to do a couple pages in my October journal. Maybe I'll do that this afternoon, watch Becky's page videos, and then tonight I'll make some October autumn pages in my October journal to kind of fill it out. So I think I've welcomed everybody in. Kimberly is making the clusters. Oh, did I read that wrong? I'm sorry. Kimberly was right under Becky, and I read it as Becky. Kimberly says she's going to create this morning and make the... Sorry, Kimberly, I read it wrong. Thank you, Becky. These are some bracelets. Most of these I got from Norma, and I had them out on the little TV tray by my chair. Look at all these bracelets she sent. Well, this one isn't. This one is so comfortable. I got it in one of those jewelry bins. It's comfortable because it doesn't fit tight. But most of these I got from Norma Branson. She would always send me these. I haven't heard from her in a pretty long time. Maybe if I put this over here, it won't. I can't wear these for long. I can wear them in my streams, but I have to take them off because they start making marks on my wrist. But I've got a whole bag of them. Lots and lots of bracelets. Oh, dear. I feel like Dee Dee when I put all this stuff on. I don't wear the jewelry too much because I play with it. I play with it and then I eventually break it. And so rings I would be constantly. Although I do admire people's beautiful fingernails, and I always have those silver rings on their fingers and everything. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those. Set them over now. There. And then I've got two little bags here. And I had ordered some Tim Holtz. This was Prime Day. And I saw it there. And I said, I like the tape measure stuff. But I'm going to take this out and put this tape in my drawer. Keep that and throw this. I should keep this for something, but I have so much of this stuff that it just gets in the way. So you have to toss some things. So that's getting tossed. That's my trash set for today. I really don't have a whole lot planned for this morning. I thought I'd kind of clear off my desk and maybe work on some of these journals that I have going, and work on maybe a couple of these bags. What's up here? I have another bag of this is mostly sewing and beading. Here, I marked it as sewing and beading. This stuff, I cleaned out some of my boxes, and I put all the beading and sewing stuff that I found in a bag. I don't know. I should put that in a separate container someplace. I'm picking bags up that this is Easter fabric or spring fabric. These need to go in the little stash room. Yeah, I went to that little, I like to buy their fat quarters at that little quilt store. It's all spring stuff. And I think I have some buttons. This was a grab bag. I might keep these out. I could use that with my padding. I'll keep those out. And what else? It looks like I got some charms here. I like to buy this. These I could use. These are little Santa Clauses and snowmen. They had these on sale, I think, for $1 a piece or 50 cents a piece. Got to understand that it's a beading store. And I like to buy the charms there because they're so inexpensive. I got a bird cage and a flower thing here. So I'll keep those out. These will go back in the little stash room. And I got a folder here. This was with the Quilts of Valor. My brother, I signed him up for one of those, Quilts of Valor. And then these are just price tags and stuff. I'm not going to keep the labels. I spent, how much did I spend that day? $23. $23.17. That's too much, not too much considering what I got. And this was with the charms. You write down, you bag these up. Well, I didn't bag up the little snowmen because they were at the counter. These were at the counter. But when you go, they have a little room where they keep all the charms and stuff and all the beading. And you go bag it all up and mark what you got. And then you give them the slip and they check everything before they charge you. And then these are just, I'm not going to keep all these because I'll be getting more for sure. Although they would make a nice little tag things. Let me see. Let me put this in the trash. My hand, throw the price tag away. This is there. If I can get them open, it's taped. They charge $3.25 for their fat quarters. But considering this is nice, this is from a quilt store, and it is nice fabric. These are all spring fabrics. But it would be fun to, maybe I'll keep these around. I just hate throwing stuff away, you can see. I should just toss them in the wastebasket, Meri. I'll need something to mark on. They'd make nice little tags or even a nice little flip book. Could make a little flip book of the fabrics I have, but no, we'll just do this for now. Maybe when I get to working with the other stuff here. I like the blank on the other side. Could fold it in fours and make a little journal. A little accordion style journal. All right, we'll just fold all those up and I'll put them in I'll put them in this bag. Oh, dear Meri. I don't have anything planned for this morning. I had no thought of what I was going to do, so I'm kind of just picking up stuff. And I think I'll put this fabric back in the bag, and this will go back where I have all my fabrics back in the stash room. Alrighty. Charms I'm keeping out. This can be tossed. Now I'm going to keep that for a while. Alright, what's next? I've been sorting out in the living room, in the dining room, and I got these you get at the dollar store, the little containers. You can get these at the dollar store. This obviously was from Happy Mail or something. Oh, it was a bag. No, I think this came from Happy Mail. And these are erasers that can be carved. Somebody, I think, sent me these. No, these came from Allen's. The white ones came from Allen's, which is a store that liquidated. It's got an Allen's tag. I picked up some, but I have some of my faces carving, and November I'm going to try to do a little carving. I don't know. But I got a little girl here, and I carved these faces one year. This was one of my carving. And, you know, if I do little squares like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, looks like I was doing what I was calling dangles. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's half of November there. 16, 17. And then these, all of these faces here that you see in here were one of my carving, I think it was still carved December. And I have some tags here. This is Saturday. These are days of the weeks or months. So I could play with these in November. Oh, there's one on here. There's 2 down there. So I think I got about 20 of them. There's 2 more. And these aren't the same size, but just about, not quite. So I could play with this stuff next month. So I'm going to keep this out. I got these too. So this is going to stay close by. Close by. And then I'm going to try to get these envelopes addressed and get that lace giveaway. 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have another one. 5. And this was from the zine swap. I'm going to put, this was my self-addressed envelope. I'm going to put that in October. This needs to go to Sherry Van. This is green fabric that came from Dee Dee, green tissue that came from Dee Dee. This was failed copies of the zine, I think, here. That'll go in my journal. These are the zines, and I need to make a little box for these. Or maybe even, I don't want to tie them with a ribbon. Don't know if I could make a box today. I got, this was an Amazon order for T-pins for starching my tatting, and I got, because this was on sale during Prime Days, I bought some Mod Podge. And I found it very interesting that Tammy at the online tatting class said if you use a paintbrush and just brush it lightly, you don't really need starch. You can use Mod Podge or watered down glue. And I never heard that for tatting. I should put this over here someplace if I could find room for it. Yeah. Finding room is the issue. I thought I had a, yeah, we'll put it. Got some red and blue that needs to be. Okay, we'll put that there, and those are, where are my reds? This is a blue, we'll put that in there. Put this in with the reds. All right. What else? I have to figure out what am I going to do with these zines. What am I going to do with the zines? Any suggestions? I'm going to put them in the box for now. And I'm getting down to my journal pages. This is for October. September, October. So it really goes like this. So I'm going to put that with these. These go in here. I want to do a couple pages tonight with Becky. I've got some blank pages in here I can use. and that goes with it. And I thought I would use some tissue paper. This goes with October, and that's just, all right. This is that one Good Old Days magazine that I said I was going to take all, I have a whole sack of them. I said, what can I do with them? And so I started taking out the little pictures. I said, I'm going to use up one before I go to the next one. So I was trying to think, I'll cut out some of these old pictures yet. But what can I do with them? Well, the music you keep, but, or you use, but things like this. I'm going to do some paper cutting, like Matisse did, and use up some of these magazines where, you know, advertisements like that, or even text on the other side. How many of these little known tips do you know? Let's see what they're saying. They're saying, believe it, polish suede shoes with sandpaper. They will look like new. Well, that sounds like that would work. Learn how to relieve a sore throat with syrup and another product. It doesn't say what. Upholstery can be cleaned with shaving cream without expensive, harsh chemicals. Here's how. They're trying for you to order this book. Cover your snow shovel with this product to prevent the snow from sticking. I'll bet that's kind of a spray. Maybe it's shaving cream or oil. You need a carpet stain remover? Find out how shaving cream can do this. Learn how to clean wallpaper with bread. Learn to boost the power of your laundry detergent using baking soda. Well, that's a pretty common one. Put plumbers out of work. Unclog your drain in minutes with vinegar and another inexpensive product. I think it's vinegar and baking soda. To polish all your jewelry in only 2 minutes. Help is on the way. So they're telling you you can learn all these little known tips. Hints from Heloise. So I'm going to keep this out. Maybe I'll do some art journaling with it. And this was just a magazine that I was using for gluing. I'm going to put that down below because I'm always reaching for those. And as I go down below, I found a pen sitting on the top of the magazines. Piece of wax paper. Oh, maybe I'll work on this morning. This is what, I want to make a tassel with my, I don't know where the beading went off to. Oh, maybe I won't. I had tatted Meri Tats, and I wanted to make a tassel. I have to find the Meri Tat beads. This is just a tea box. This will go in my tatting basket. I'm going to put that over there to take in the other room. This is just stuff that, here's some Tim Holtz. I haven't made a Bobblehead doll yet. Here's a zine from Montreal. I should put it with those others over here. And I kind of wanted to work in my journals this morning. Here they are. And there's stuff that fell out of them. Let me pick it up. Come on. And I haven't, this is not a journal, this is a front porch journal, and this other one is a front porch journal. And I'm down to where I've sorted out before. So that's good. Let's see what else I have here. I have some black paper. I have some socks that I think I got these at Hobby Lobby. I can wear those. This is journal stuff. Journal stuff. What's this? Bunch of straight pins and needles. But I pulled them out of Penelope. I should give her some back. And I'm down to I'm down to things that have been straightened out, so we'll leave those. And a bunch of paper towels. So, I want to make this tassel, but I think my beads are out in the other room. I want to make that for, I want to make it for my tatting journal. All right. Bobblehead doll, journal. I'm always reaching for black paper. I probably won't use that. I think Arlene sent me these. And I don't want to put them in my journal because I could cut her off right here. And that would fit. Maybe I will. These are dolls and watches that I've been drawing. That is from Beth Schuler. Journal. What was I drawing? My scissors pattern. That was an Easter. These are blessings. These were things that, these are clusters, I think. I put them in this little blessing February, happy thoughts. This is a floating page. And this fell out. This was a little piece that I was working on. If I remember right, I didn't do the inner pages. Piece of lace. These go in September, I think. AI Genius game. Oh dear. And then these are my birdies. These go in August or September. These are the prints that I made. They didn't turn out too bad. I saw them worse than they were. So I think this is either August or September. The July, here's July. I'm going to make that August. We're back down. Here's September here. We'll put the birds in September. Get that magazine out of the way. Empty box. And this is October. Okay. So I think I quit at June, and this is my July one that needs to be bound. I'm not binding anything until the end of the year. So there's July, and I think this was my August one. Yeah, this says August 31st. And I was playing with Matisse here. This was August. What do I have in here? A bunch of little stuff. I think this was a card from Laura Vasquez. And that was an envelope from Janet. I think that had the bird in it. This was from Laura. And please read first. I think this was from Arlene. Yeah, there's the note. And she had sent this little strip of vintage fabric that she said, if you don't like it, I'm going to love it. It opens up. It's a little pocket. I could put that on this envelope. So I think this is my August one. And here are some more of these birds. Let's take all this loose stuff and put in there. Like, whoops. Like this. So I'm calling that August. This is October. What happened to September? Maybe that's July, August. Here's September over here. September, I didn't have a whole lot. Starts October, and mostly what I did in September were these birds. So I'm going to put those in there. I'm just going to drop them in right now. We did a C929. I did a few things in September. Maybe I'll put this in there. Put a piece of lace across there, I think. That really could go there. I'm figuring it out. I could come back in and put stuff on these blank pages. Not all of them are blank. This one's upside down. Put it like that. And that's upside down, but that one doesn't matter so much. So all of these have been sent away, and I've heard from everybody except for Janet Burgess that they got theirs. And I still need to mail Becky's stuff that I got for her and Sherry Van. I still have mailing to do. Okay, we're going to call this September, and let's go ahead and let's see, this can go into October. Let's go ahead and attach this piece of lace here. And I'll come out and look in chat in a minute. I kind of want to get these art journals in order. I think by the end of the year, when I go through and look at all these little months and get them all bound into journals, you'll be surprised how much art journaling I actually did. How much we actually got done. Okay, we're just going to put that there and get out the fine art glitter glue. And that's what I've been using. Did I glue the pin in there? I don't think I did. It just needs to come out. Maybe I did. There we go. Alrighty. And I'm going to just get it started here like that. And I think this is the back. This lace, when you get your lace, those of you that want it, there is a definite front and back to these smaller pieces, and you'll be able to see that. And I'm not going to bother with smishing it down. I'm going to smish it down on here. And we're going to put that other piece down here. I think I'll cut how much? I'm using pretty dull scissors to cut with. I got some new scissors, and I got that scissors sharpener from Riri, and I need to get it out and sharpen all my scissors like this. I need what they call a studio day, where you just sharpen scissors and clean tools and organize. I need an organizing year. Or two. Organizing is a constant process, because when you stream, you get things out, and you just I put them behind my chair, and they sit there, and they sit on the floor, and they pile up on each other, and there you go. That's the way it is for me. And that's the way that's probably the habit I should change. I'm trying. Okay, we're just going to kind of let those dry a little. This is fast drying glue, so I'm not too worried about it. I got this little piece. Let's just attach it up here for the fun of it. This is September's here. Alrighty. And see, these are tatting. This is upside down. Let's put it this way. That's the bird. I don't know who got that bird. It's the blue bird. It might be Karen K's. I don't think it's Chaz's. Chaz's was... I think this is Karen K's bird. And let's see, there's a blank page here. These are all upside down. I think this was Chaz's bird. It faces this way. I didn't get a very good picture of it. This is the head here. I think this is before I fixed it. That crown was too heavy for the head and it flopped it over. Okay, this one's right side up. Then we get into the owls that I did. This one's right side up. That's the tail and this is the head. That's the eye. This came out really dark. That's why they're in my journal. This one came out pretty good. I think this again is Karen K's. And I'm going to take some of this loose. And here we get into starting into October. Let's take this loose piece here and put it maybe there. Now that has so this should be a pocket. I don't know if I can make a pocket big enough for that. Maybe what I need is a band. That's what I need. It needs to maybe be stitched on there so it can open up. I think I'm done with this for a minute or two. Let me come out and look at chat. Hold on a second. Let me see what's going on in chat. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me this morning. On a Friday morning, we're off to a weekend. Let's see. Chaz said, I'm fingers crossed I will have my art space set up by the end of next week. Aw. Hi, Mina. Good morning, Mina. It's good to see you. Did Paint Girly come in? Kimberly says, good morning, Girly. If you live closer, I would be your little elf. Pam says, good morning, Lori. I need someone to organize my craft room. Roy's here. Hi, Roy. Good to see sweetheart. He says, oh my, Pam. For me, it's too early in autumn for a freeze warning. You guys have freeze? I think it got down to 34 last night here. Not quite freezing. Kathy says, good morning, Lori. I haven't found more Lori come in yet. Brenda, hi, Brenda. Brenda says, you and me both, Mary. I need to do a little organizing. Not too much or I can't find things. That's true. I get organized. I had this back of my chair all cleaned out, and it's all piled up again. I'll tell you. Lori says, I need a studio worker to do all that studio stuff. I know. We need assistants, don't we? I don't think I changed my quality here. I guess I did. It says it's 1080p, but it looks pretty fuzzy to me. Good morning, Paint Girly Lori. Lori What was I watching her do? I peeked in on your video yesterday. What? Oh, no, I didn't. I looked at the thumbnail or the Instagram picture or what. It looked like it was a doodle with flowers. I didn't have much time to watch videos this morning or this week. 80 all weekend, Kimberly says. Roy says it may reach 80 today here on Long Island. Voting is the plan. Well, have a good time, Roy. Have a good time. And Kimberly says, here too, Roy, 80 all weekend. Well, I hope we have a nice weekend because I got half of the yard raked and it still looks pretty good out there. All those leaves have fallen. There's one tree that has to lose its leaves yet, but I hadn't worked in that section. But it's ready. The other part of the yard is ready to be raked. Leah. Good morning, Leah. Mina, Kimberly, Brenda, Roy, Chaz, Kathy, Pam, Becky, Mary, Leah says. Good morning, Leah. Chaz says, I love my travel mug. It keeps my tea or coffee hot for a long time. Roy says good morning to everybody. They're all saying good morning to Roy. Brenda says, I took the top off for a bit and then I'll put it back on. I want it hot, but I'm reasonably sure I'm going to have a little blister in the center of my lip later. Did you buy Mickey D's coffee? I know you didn't, but I always put creamer or half and half in my coffee, so that kind of cools it down for a little. And now I'm using this ceramic, well, I call it a mug, but it doesn't have a handle. It's kind of a taller, it holds 12 ounces. And it says it holds 16, but I only use the 12-ounce setting on my coffee maker, so put creamer in it, and it has this little lid that goes on top. And I like that because, well, truthfully, I got it to keep it covered. I like the lid on the top of it, keeping it covered. Brenda says, I got coffee in a stainless steel tumbler. It's too hot. The tumbler keeps it hot for too long. You like the blouse? You like the striping? You know, Kimberly, this is one of the blouses that I got I don't buy my clothes at Goodwill. I buy them at that thrift shop, that Catholic thrift shop, because some of their clothes are brand new. And this was one of them. And I also got a black blouse. But I noticed that up here, it has a C. You can't see it, but up by the collar, it has just a small, maybe 3/4 of an inch embroidered C on it. And I thought, C? What could C stand for? And then I said, it stands for creative. Or corrected. But I like creative better. And it's got an embroidered C on the top, up by where a pocket should be. I do like the stripes too. It fits me pretty good. I like to wear these tops that I get at that thrift store. First of all, they're clean. I do wash them, but I feel like they're clean. They don't put dirty stuff out on the shelves. Not that any other store does, but I like them better. And they're reasonably priced, $3 for a blouse or jeans or whatever. And then they have the sale days where you can get them for $1.50. And $1.50 or $3 versus $30 makes sense to me. Because if I was to pay $30 for a blouse or a top, I would not wear it around the house. These I can wear around the house if I get paint splattered or something splattered on them. One of those tops I bought, I was cleaning the spot off of the kind of the little dicky knit piece that went into the V shape of the sweater and in the front. And I was using Clorox and Dawn liquid soap to clean it. And I thought I had a towel underneath, but the Clorox must have soaked right through the towel because the back of it was all, but it's it looks like that book that I Cloroxed. And it's just on the back, and I thought, well, I'll still wear it around. Like if I go out, it's a sweater top. It's a knit top. And it's long sleeved, and it's also got a long length down the torso, so it covers my tush. And I thought, you know, I could wear it when I go outside and work in the yard. Nobody's gonna. And if somebody would ever see it and comment on it, I said, oh, my sweat did that. There you go. You have Clorox sweat. Becky said the sun is up. Becky's got to go take care of her kitties, and she does things in the morning. Leah says, I love your bracelet, Meri. These bracelets, these two came from Norma. And Leah, I don't know if you saw, but I have I would open these packages from Norma Branson, who's not really online anymore. But she would send me all this happy mail, and every time she sent me happy mail, she'd send me these bracelets. And I have a whole, and I'd open them, and I'd put them out by my recliner. And I gathered them all up and put them in a bag because they were falling off of the TV tray. This one I got it in a jewelry at the thrift store or Goodwill or someplace. And I really like this one because it's so comfortable. It doesn't grab at my wrist. It's loose. These other ones, I like them, but they do grab at my wrists. And I can't wear them for a long time. I end up playing with them like I am. I'm going to take these two off. This one's very comfortable for me. You could see here is where they stitched it together, right there. I should probably put some glue on there to keep it from coming undone. This one I like a lot. This one is very comfortable. I'm going to put these back in the bag. I don't wear a lot of jewelry. I was explaining earlier how I tend to play with jewelry. I don't wear rings. I just can't. I would be playing with them. So what else is going on here? Roy says, we have gazillions and gazillions of acorns on the lawn. So difficult to rake them up. Lots of very happy schedule. Squirrels, Roy says. Bring out the squirrels. Yeah, I had gotten acorns from my neighbor who she moved, but before she moved, they have an acorn tree out in their yard. And she let me go get a whole bunch of them. And you can cook the acorns like you do the walnuts, and you get a very light amber dye from them. But I know what you're saying when you say you have acres of acorns, because she had, I don't know how she got them all cleaned up, but she had garbage cans of them. And I didn't get, I was going to get a big sack of them, a garbage sack of them, but I got tired after filling a couple of Ziploc bags. And I sent some to Rosemary, but I didn't wash them or anything. So I hope she washed them before she used them. I don't know what she does. But anyway, that was a couple years ago. She's moved. She's in a whole new house, not here. I miss her a lot. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Chris popped in. Hi, Chris. And this is where Lori came in. Brenda said, we hit the 80s yesterday. It's supposed to hit the mid-80s again today. High of 70 Saturday and Sunday. Monday, 36 morning with a high of 57. Tuesday is 28 low and 52 high. Yeah, well, you know what? November's right around the corner. So you can expect cooler temperatures coming. Chaz says, fingers crossed I will have my art space set up by the end of the week. End of next week. Brenda says, Roy, I have an old oak tree that I grew from an acorn. It's now producing acorns. We have wild turkeys that come and get them. Ooh, that's cool. Roy says, that's nice, Brenda. I too have an oak that I started from an acorn. It's almost 50 feet tall now. But that one is not the 1935 one dropping in our backyard. He said, seriously, I need to wear a helmet when I'm working under the oak tree. The acorns hurt so much from hitting me on the head. Aw, thank you, Leah. Calico Kate is here. All right, I think I'm pretty well caught up with chat. So this is September. I was going to figure out how to put this here. And not all of these pages, I guess they don't all need to be filled. I could journal on some, but we're going to close that up. So I have July. What happened to August? I have July, August, and September. And so we're down to, and I think June is already in a cover. So we're down to, and these are floating. We're down to October, which is what this month is. These floating ones I'm just going to put between. So on October, I can put, this is the zine, which was really by October 1st. I'll put that maybe here, like this. And I should fold one the other way, just for the fun of it. Fold this one this way. And put it like this. And then this, my favorite color is October. I was going to attach here, so let's do that. Art journaling does not have to be painting. It can be, but you can attach things in there that you're working on. I want to make, I've been tatting wreaths. I did a little tatting yesterday, but I had to take out two of my tats, and I said, no more. I almost got a wreath done at the doctor's office while I was waiting for my brother. But I thought I would scan those and put those in October, what I have done in my little, I don't have them out, my little icicles. And I've been tatting icicles, and there's a snowflake, and there's patterns for a Christmas tree. I haven't got those printed off yet. I wasn't able to go to the class yesterday. All right, this was my self-addressed. I think what I'll do is make a page out of this. I keep putting that pen back in there, and I'm not done. I like this. I put my own, no, she put the stamps on for me, the post. This is from the zines. I'll just put a little tape there. And I think what I'll do is cut this. Hold the phone. And make a page. Put it in here. And then I have, this was a scissors that I was working on. I was designing that, and that's still out in by my recliner. I need to finish it up. I actually stitched the scissors, and I'm starting with the Meri Atelier down on a piece of burlap ribbon. don't know where I'm going to put it. I guess between these two. This is October. I want to do some Becky pages in here. That's just a scrap. I'll keep that for... But then, you know, I have my Santa Clauses that I'm going to make copies of. And then I have some older pieces here. I'm going to leave these. My two Ink Octobers. Really 4 if you count the backs. So let's put this bird here. Just to get it done. And I think I'll do that with a strip of tape. Thank Laura Vasquez for the tape. And she sent me 6 rolls of it, and then she sent me some more. I think she sent me another 6. She might have sent me 10. I can't remember the second time. She sent me. I have it. I'm using it. I'm mad at our Dollar Tree that they don't stock it. I should have stopped at Dollar Tree in Grand Island. They quit stocking the things you like. And they stocked all this puffed little puffy pop dots. I wouldn't mind the pop dots if they were popped. You know, they're dimensional dots. Uh-oh, I put that too low, maybe. I'll have to put something over here. Maybe not. Yeah, it's a little sticky. And this, it's too bad I printed them this way. I should have printed them here. But we'll just go ahead and I'll just put it right here. I'm just filling out this journal. This came from Beth Schuler. And I need to cover up her address. I don't mind if mine shows while I'm doing this, but I need to cover hers up. Hold on. Mine is just a P.O. box. So if it shows a little, it really doesn't matter too much. And let me put this here before I lose it. And then we'll cut the envelope open and make another page. Let me trim it down. Or maybe I'll just tear this. Whoops. So it's really kind of junk journaling in a way. It's kind of keeping stuff like envelopes, and I do some art journaling in here, intentional art journals, but looks like she had folded up an envelope here. She's got a pretty washi tape on the back. I need to send something to her. Don't tell her. I'm planning. Don't tell, because I may not get it done. I tend to overcommit on stuff. I want to get those laces mailed. I could send her some laces. She would probably appreciate those. Maybe. She does a lot of art games on her channel, Beth Schuler. So if you're into doing all those art games, I'm going to put this here. This would make a nice pocket. See if it would stick. Oh, it's too short. Well, fiddle faddle. We'll put something else down at the bottom there to cover up that glue. What do I have? Ah! I'm out of scrap? No. Meri never runs out of scrap. Meri never runs out of scrap. And we'll let that dry. And that was just something I was using as a backing sheet. So that, I think I'll put maybe in here. I think I'll put it this way. Yeah. So this is my October. So it's pretty thick. And then back here I want to do some Becky pages in the back. And these are floating again. Now this I was going to cut. I hate to cut her off there. But I think that's the only way I can get it in. I could fold it. Maybe I will. And just make a flip page out of it. Gonna fit there. I need it on one of these envelopes because they're bigger. Right here. Now, if I could flip it this way. No, I think I'll just take it off. If I glue this down here, it would flip and that would flip up, and I still haven't cut her off. That started here. And I think I have a little peeking out right there, just a little. I'll put that there. Not even gonna enough to stick to it, but it will stick to something. See it. I can feel it, I can't see it. Put my hands up here. Yeah. Okay. And then she will fold down this way. And then I will have it in my journal. This is all, is sticking. This is all October. All right, I think I'm at the bottom, except for the green tissue paper that Dee Dee sent me. And I got plenty of that. So let's see where I'm going to put green tissue paper. Here maybe. And I don't really care for these. I wanted to try them, but I don't really care for them, the Jot glue sticks. And you get them for like $1.25 at the dollar store. But I'm going to put that tissue paper on with the Jot glue stick. Maybe we'll make some pumpkins or something to go on here. And I think I'll just leave the tissue paper a little bit larger. Maybe. I can tear it larger. And let it be, hang out the edges, because that's what I do. I'm very distressed. I'm very distressed. Let's see if I can tear on that fold. I don't know if it will. Almost. And I got more. We're just going to put it, oh, look. It's too short over there. That's okay. We'll cover it up. Maybe with some of that. Bring it this way a little. All right. I don't really care for these glue sticks. I don't think they're that sticky in the long run. They tend to not hold your stuff very good. But for this, I think it might work. I don't think that glue is that sticky. See, look, it's just not even. Not even. Boy, I really brought that down, didn't I? I don't worry about it getting on other pages because it doesn't stick. right, let's get a tear here. All right, that's good enough. I don't care for these. I don't use them that much. I wanted to try them. All right. Now that goes, this folds in half like so. That goes here, here, and here. So I got quite a bit in October, and when I make prints of my snowmen and my tatting, and when I do Becky's pages, it'll be pretty good. So I was thinking that I'd make an October bobblehead doll. Let's see what I have here. Maybe I have some stuff in here I can use. We'll see. So let's get, these are keepers. I'm just going to put them in here. They're floaters. This is mail. Put that up there with the lace. This is my Okra pod paintings. These go up here. These are my Santas. Those are those charms. It's clearing off a space to work here. Let's choose a, I'll come out in a minute. I want to choose a head to do a bobblehead doll. I'll have to dig out my beading wire. He might make a good one. Got a lot of young men. He looks kind of scary. He's got a stare. Got a lot of young men. I must have used all the young ladies. I got a few ladies. He'd make a good Scrooge. So a lady and a girl, but the lady is at the back. So which one do I want to use? Between these two, I think him. Put a black cape on him. Make a Dracula. Put teeth in there. I'm not really into Halloween stuff. Could make a monster out of him. He looks a little Halloween-y. All right, let's see what I have here. have that green tissue left over. Put those up here. I've got the bingo cards. Oh, I got these that I put in there this morning. I've got a tassel. That's a part of a bookshelf. I like the bingo card. American Oak Preserving Company. Santa Clauses. Oh, I might be able to get some old Santa Clauses off of that. If not today, when? Whiz Bang Wonders. These would make nice legs. Put these back in. Although that one, this would make nice legs too on here. Give him wooden legs. Put these back in the bag just so that I can weather vane. I think these were some fussy cuts. I like that guy. Kind of like the dark. Looks like it's a man with his racer. There's another bingo card that could be used for the back. Part of a netting. Uh-oh, something fell. Kind of just looking at things here. Looks like a bookshelf. Some flowers. Floral. Another bingo card. Some of this might have come in Happy Mail. I don't remember buying that. A little silver. Black. What that is. Black. Park Seed Company. Pick these before they're out of season. Looks like some hats. Might keep it for a hat. All right, these are all going back in the envelope. If I can get them in there. I'm pretty hard on stuff. Get in there. This one doesn't want to cooperate. All right, let's see what I have. Those are charms. I've got some ribbon. I like that black ribbon. I might use ribbon at the end. Where is he? Yeah, I buried him. I like the if not today when. Now remember, he's going to be a bobblehead doll, so I think I'm going to put a piece of black paper, stiff paper in here. And he's going to have the bobblehead, which means, let me fold some of this stuff up. This. I'll tuck it in there. I need to get out my beading wire. I get so much stuff on this desk. These were scribble pages. This was a little journal that I started making. I pulled all those black and white photos out of it. I'm going to put it up here. All right. Let's see if I can find my beading wire that I use for the bobblehead dolls. Hopefully I put it in here. I don't see it. I might not be able to make him until I find my beading wire. I got that other beading wire. I might have to use that. These I try to keep just pencils and pens and wait, what's this? Here it is. Right here. That's what I use for my bobblehead dolls. Oh, this other can be closed out. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I lost chat. Yeah, hold on. This is how I try to get my stuff put back. There's more than pins in there. Okay, that goes up there, that goes up there. Here's my beading wire. I got paint out here for my elf. It's one of those pins. It looks like a white one. Where I got that from. Meri, this is a cutting tool, Lori. It's not a pen, it's a cutting tool. I have to try that. All right. We're going to start with getting my chat back. Thank you guys for bearing with me while I sort out. Chaz says, Paula, nice. Did you away for your vacation? Did you go away for your vacation? What did Paula says? Hi, Paula. Good morning. She says, I've been on vacation with my husband these last few days, and I so needed it from my work recently. I got some drawing done for Inktober and watercoloring, etc. So happy too. Yeah. Hi, Crafty Visage. Dawn. Is it Dawn, the Crafty Visage? Welcome, welcome. Chaz is here. Kimberly says, enjoy, Paula. That's great. Yeah. Vacations, even you know, I have kind of slowed down on my YouTube. I miss it a lot. But it refreshes you to your getaways. Did Arlene pop in? Hi, Arlene. Good morning, Arlene. Yeah, Dawn, the crafty visage. Welcome, Dawn. Pam. Who else? Arlene. Paula loves art. Chaz. Kimberly. What else am I missing? Kimberly says, that guy doesn't even know what's in store for him. He's going to get his head cut off because he's going to become a bobblehead doll. Actually, I think I'll trace him and give him a bath before I cut his head off. So I think I'll glue him onto this and then cut around him. But I'll put that wire in there. But he's going to get cut right in there, I think. And then the little neck wire will go inside of here. Brenda says, I was listening to Meri and straightened the work table. I can't watch chat doing that. Let's see. I like Elmer's permanent glue sticks. Around here, if I use the purple Elmer's glue sticks, things come unglued. Yeah, the purple ones I think are supposed to be replaceable. I'll tell you, I quit using glue sticks a lot. I wanted to try out those Jot ones because they were cheap, but I'm not happy with them because they don't stick very well. Even when they're wet, they don't stick. Arlene says, my tiny desk problems. My ink pad and mouse are side by side touching. I wonder why my computer was acting crazy. It's been pouncing the dauber on the mouse instead of on the ink pad. Arlene. Calico Kate had to leave. She's going to go take a nap. Boy, I'll tell you, I sympathize. I was tired yesterday. I barely kept my eyes open all day. Chris had to leave. Chris was here earlier. Becky's back. She says goodbye to Chris. Paula. Brand new matte medium Chaz, Paula says. Oh, the Gorilla Stick ones. Oh, are those good, the Gorilla Stick glue sticks? I don't think I've tried those. Chaz, do you not like them in general? I always wondered about it. Chaz says stick glue would be good if it stays stuck. Yeah. There's Jersey. Jersey Laura, if you're still out there, good morning. Good morning. Beck says 6 glitter boxes, 4 inside and 2 on the catio. Becky had to go clean the glitter boxes. Becky said, good morning to all. Let's come in while I was being a cat servant. Out of 4 litter boxes, change it out. Oh, 6, not 4. The last 2 will have to wait until after Greg goes to work. Okay. Chaz says, what a cool idea with the envelope. I think I'll add them to my Happy Mail journal. Yeah, Chaz, I have trouble throwing away even those. I threw them away yesterday. On my notepad, my little phone notepad, I have an S pen, and I use it all the time. Well, I had set it in my lap while I was in the recliner, and I said, I know it's there. I won't lose it. Well, my brother wanted me to do something, and I had a lap blanket on, and I lifted up the lap blanket, and of course I didn't realize, and I didn't even realize till later, there went the S pen. So in order for me to find that S pen, I had to clean out everything around my chair and pull the recliner out, which was a good thing because, you know, things tend to get accumulated under there. I have to pull it out every now and then and clean up under it. And I had magazines surrounding my chair. I got those all clean. I'm pretty organized out there now. It was a job. It was a job. All right, so let's go ahead and glue him down. I think I will use this fine art glitter glue again. And he's gonna have, I'm gonna cut his neck off, and then I'll put a wire between his neck and his bow tie, and this will come down more. Let's glue it down first here. Yeah. He doesn't know what's in store for him, Kimberly says. He's kind of handsome in a way, but he's got these starry eyes, S-T-A-R-E, not starry eyes, starry eyes. We're just going to plop him down on this piece of black paper. Oops. And it doesn't matter if I get a little messy because I buried my paper towels. Let's get another one. I'm going to cut that off. And that shine on his hair there. And then I'm just going to trim here and here and cut around his head. Now, do I want to put that hat? I wanted to give him a hat. These are some hats. I think that black one, well, no, maybe that brown one is the better one. Although it looks more like a Mexican serape hat. Was it called serapes? I kind of like the black one, but it's a little small. Maybe I'll make a hat. Maybe I'll save that. Let's just continue with what I was doing. I don't like those hats. I like them, but I don't like them on him. They're too small. The black ones are too small, and they're really what I wanted. And that's his hair. We're making a bobblehead doll for October. For my October. I wanted one for every month, but I think this summer month I kind of got, I think I went to May. I missed June and July, August, September. No, I did one in August. I did that little sunshine girl. Sunflower girl. What's this? That's that race car. Okay, now I have another one that I want to, for it because I'm going to make him bingo numbers here. I like them upside down. Let's make the bobblehead. So I hate to do this to you, man, but here you go. I'm going to cut your neck off. Now, I could make a bow tie. No, he's got a bow tie. And the thing of it is, let me grab a half sheet of paper, because we don't want him too tall. We don't want him too tall, so I kind of use my paper as a guide. It's okay if he sticks out a little. So let's glue this down to the backing like this. So it comes down to there. Just so it has some strength on the back. Of course, I get it crooked, and I got 2 of them. And we could do this too. Is there another one? Like a napkin, it's layered. Get in there. Now, these will become arms, so don't worry about that. What happened to his shirt? What happened to it? What'd they do with it? There it is. I like that 33 there. What is it over here? 31. I like the 33. So I think I'll put this right in here. Now this will be cut. Thank Laura Vasquez and Little Red Wagon for the fine art glitter glue. Bless their hearts. Maybe if I put that up a little. All right, I like that. Now, let's trim. Right now it looks like he's got a skirt on, but that'll change. Oh. All right, what's on the back? I guess, as much as I like that 33, I'm going to have to take it out, because I need to put the neck in there. Oops. Oh well. Can't have everything you like, Meri. I gotta put the bobblehead in there. Maybe I can, what did I do with it? It came out. Here it is. Put it down here. We'll see. But the bobblehead is going to go in there. Now, he needs feet. He needs feet. He's going to have small feet. I'm sorry, your feet are going to be small. and he needs hands. He's got big broad shoulders. And I could bend his hand up a little. He needs a hand. He's just, that's the end of his jacket. The feet could be made out of these. 73 and 9. Might have to glue something else on the back. I'll put 33 down here. That's his belt. Maybe we'll take a little black square and put in there. There we go. We'll just leave it like that. Oops. He needs some hands. What does he look like on the back? I like his back. I want different numbers. Had another. I guess I don't. Official mail. That's just a fussy cut. I guess I'm going to have to cut it out. And we'll use this is a little deer. Says non-profit. I don't know if you guys can see it. No. You stand up. Hard to do this Zoom on the phone nowadays. How's that? Is that a little better? Little better, not too much, but what time is it? It's 8 o'clock. I can go until 10 today, or until 9:45. We'll see if I last that long. I don't know if I'll last that long. Put that there. we'll see what I have. I wanted to paint some Santa Clauses. I wanted to work on my elf. Here I am making a bobblehead doll. Working on my journal. I did want to work in the journal though too. Okay. I like the front. He needs some hands. I think I'll give him black. Maybe like that. Keep that in piece. Like that. I don't know if I have another piece like that. How it looks on the back. No, it doesn't look too bad. Put a little black strip there. And then let's cut. So it matches the front. He's got a black cuff there. Now, I don't know if I have anything similar. Or the other, I got this 25. I'm going to cut a number. I like making these paper doll, bobblehead dolls. They turn out so different. And I'm just making them from scraps and Tim Holtz portrait dolls. That 37 in there. Now, has to be cut up far enough that I can glue it. This is the front. I think I'm going to put the 37 on the front. Maybe right in there. Let's trim it down a little. And I'll cut this off a little here. Now let's see how he looks on the back. Now I don't have any black showing. Bring it down a little. Or I guess I could put black on there. So this is the back. I'm going to leave that because it's got some numbers there. 0220760 printed there, but I put a buckle on the front here. And I should put a little teeny beeny white square. Where I like this. I could put this on the Not Now When. I don't know. Maybe he could be holding that. If not today, then when? I like this. I'm going to have him holding this. Put in there. I guess he'll have to hold it over here. So let's turn it this way. Glue it like that. If not today, then when? He says. And see, I need to make him pretty short so he'll fit in my journal. Okay, I think I'm ready for the bobblehead. And I need something on here. What I thought I had another saying. I might have put it back in the bag. We could put some of this tissue. We'll put this on the back here. I've already glued it down, but I could put some of this. I like these figures there. Those figures. And it adds a little more strength to this. It says tours. So if you're going to go on a tour, I need something right there. Need something right here. Maybe a bingo number. or this writing. I think I'll save that. Where's my bingo cards? The one I already cut out of. What happened to it? Here. 55 or 72. I'll take the 72. Put it right there. There's number 77 there. There we go. This is his back. I like the idea of maybe putting a red tie down his front. Look what I have. Let's put his head on first. Help! I'm drowning. Look, I could put some of this bling on that tie. That's a silvery. He needs something on his head, too. All right. Beading wire. And pencil. I thought I had a pencil out. I must have knocked it on the floor. Here, we'll use this. We need a flat piece out to put underneath on each side. Start at the bottom here. Actually, I think this needs to be a teeny bit wider. I was using a pencil. We'll use this paintbrush. No. I'll use this. This is beading wire. Boy, I'm going to miss it when it's all used. I imagine you can get more, but this is, I've been enjoying this. Don't need too much, maybe about 3/4 of an inch. I think that's good. And I'll need another, my old scissors here. And put this back on the spool. There we go. That goes back in the box, so I'll find it the next time. And then we've got this. Which comes up this way. Is that enough to bling Bobblehead's head? I think it will be. once you get it on there. Now this needs to go, I think I'll put a bingo strip around his neck there. If I can find the one I cut. Now, I'm going to tape that first, and it needs to be vertical. It needs to be flat. Like that. And you can't see, but it's like that. So, let me put some glue down first, and then some tape. For extra strength. Right there. And right there. And then we'll put bingo numbers on there. 47 and 64. My hands. It needs to come right there. And that could be bent up a little, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. Hey, Bobbos. Hey, Bobbos. Now this one needs to go in the doll portion. See, he grows taller with this. I can smash that together more. There. So let's do that. And right in there. Cut free there. I might put another free on there. free is going to come down further. Free right there, 1063. So is that going to hold it? I think it will. Now this is this back, and this is his front. See his head bobbles? And it says, if not today, then when? Now I think he needs a red tie, and I've got this ribbon, and I don't need that wide, so I'm going to cut it. But do I want it to go clear around him is the story. I don't think I do. Like that. Only let's make a cut this. 2. Now let's put some bling on his tie. I think somebody sent this to me in Happy Mail. Just peel and stick. Can't see it. Need tweezers. I don't know if it's going to stick on there or not, stay on there or not. Stays on my thumb. I need tweezers to do this. I can get the rest of those on there. Those are tiny ones. Let's put some bigger ones on. Those I can handle. some in his ear. I don't know if I want to do that to him, though. Now, for his head, I don't know, I wanted a hat. Let's just cut out a hat-like shape. Where's that little piece of ribbon that I sliced up? I can't find the little one. I guess it's still on here. And I guess he needs it on the back, too. And I'll do that after I get it on his head. Piece of that tape in there. Well, they're down. Another one over here. That's a larger one. Oh well. One there. Go put it at a slant like that so you can kind of see where I could put it like that. Ooh, I like it down with this eye. Yeah, I messed that up. I don't know who sent these to me, but thank you. The larger ones I can handle with my fingers. Those small ones I can't get a hold of. I need a tweezers. Whoops. This one is stuck to my finger. There we go. He got free down there. I don't know. I think I'm liking him. The back doesn't need a whole lot. Here's my October bobblehead doll. His head bobbles too. All right, I think I'm going to call him done. So let's kind of clean up my mess here and I'll come out and chat. Put my glue away so I can find it the next time I want it. Put the ribbon back in the ribbon sack. I'm going to work on my elf. I want to get him done. And my Santa Clauses. So what do I have here? I have papers and bingo cards. That can be tossed. Bingo card. The glue stick, I toss that too. Bingo card. This is a race car guy. That's a calico cottage thing. Those are those hats. A little silver. White ink pen. Tape. All of this stuff could be, that goes with the bling. I keep, this is one of those 2-inch squares. I keep saving it. I want to make a slow stitch out of it. All right, I think all of this can be tossed. Here's that Whiz Bang Wonders. That's what I was looking for. Whoops. Well, I guess I'll save that. So that all of these little scraps can be tossed. Put the pen back in here. I don't think once I open those white pens, I'm pretty sunk. Grab my, where's my sack? That's the ribbon. I don't know what I did with the other sack of stuff. There it is. See if I can get this in here. I need to use all this little stuff up. All right, ribbons in here. See if I can close it. Oh, sling didn't get in there. Save that for another day. Alrighty. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with those zines. Get this off my desk. So here he be, all bobbleheady. Uh-huh, here's his back. I don't have as much on his back, but I usually put him flat in my journal. My journal, we kind of worked in that this morning. So here's these are my October pages. Are you guys seeing this good? When I look up here in my camera up here, it's really close up. But when I look over on my tablet, I see a nice desk layout. So I'm hoping that it shows what's in my tablet. Yeah. So let's find a spot for him in here. I think with these black pages in here. Maybe right in there or right over here. So what he really needs is a way to keep him in. But right now, I'm going to put him in with a bobby pin. There we go. October's getting fat. Now, for those of you who didn't hear earlier this morning, I'm going to watch some Becky videos and do some Becky pages with these. I don't know what. I'll have to see what I have or what she's done. I think she did page 4 and 5 or 4 through 6 or something. But I have plenty of paper to play with in here. And then these are floating pages. So October really is growing fat, and I'm going to take some pictures of my tatting because I've been working on my tatting, and they'll go in here too. So there we go. Now I want to work on I'll come out and chat here in a minute. Let me get my elf out and my Santa Clauses. We're going to work on the elf first. And he has a lot of work. I've been painting on Okra pods. I've shown these before. I did a ghost and a Santa Claus. And this is a gnome. No, this is the elf. I'm sorry. A kitty, and the gnome. The gnome needs a little bit more work, but he's kind of okay. He needs maybe some big white eyebrows or his hat coming down a little bit more. He kind of looks like Santa Claus, but he's a gnome. Then I'm going to hang these all back up again. So the elf I want to make his nose a little more slender. Elves have long pointy noses. Maybe I'll make his nose a little more pointy instead of flat. Bring it down to a point a little bit more. And then he's got a silly face and I need to work on his eyes. And then I want to separate these because it looks like it's a skirt. So I want to put some color in between his legs here to make it look like leggings. So let me come out and chat. Let me refresh my chat. Thank you all for sticking with me on a Friday morning. You see a close-up with very little desk on your phone? Leah said it looks good. My gnomes don't have skinny noses. Oh, not gnomes. This is an elf. Yeah, the gnomes have fatter noses. This is an elf. And that's what I was saying. On an elf, he needs a skinny... I might have called him a gnome. This is an elf. The gnome has a fatter nose. I agree with you, Becky. Where's my gnome? He's here. He's hiding. That's a Santa Claus. That's the ghost. That's the kitty. He's on the very bottom over here. Here's the gnome, and he's got a big fat nose. I agree. But the elves have skinny noses. I might have called him a gnome, but he's an elf, and I think he needs a skinnier, sharp nose. More like this. This is, his whole face needs work. Leah says, looks good. I see a close-up with very little desk on your phone. Huh. Yeah, I do up there. Do you have your phone zoomed in? Are you zoomed all the way out? Yeah, these are okra pods. These are fun to do, but let me tell you, it's fun. It's kind of an experience to paint on dimension, three-dimensional objects. And this is very much a three-dimensional object. See, this is his hand. Now he's going to be holding a wreath. The wreath is painted white in here right now. And this is his back. This is his hair. He's got a belt up here I need to paint. But I don't like his leggings. It looks like a skirt. Of course, you got to understand, this is an okra pod. I like the sketch. The sketch is going to go in my journal. All of this is going to go in my journal. This is where I sketched the back of him and his hat. His hat, this almost looks like a crown up here, the way the pod is formed. And so I'm going to make that a crown instead of a ball. I put a stocking hat on him up here and a bell. But I think he's going to have a crown up here. And this, I need to work on this a little bit more, the red going around. So he wasn't, I didn't finish him. So what I want to do is maybe take one of these whiter black pens. And I'm not sure, I might end up messing him up. But I think I want to separate the legs here. Just like that. And there's a groove in there. And it can be separated all the way up there. And then I can draw these boots with black too. It's a little bit harder because there's a ridge there. You're not drawing on a flat surface. I think I like that a little better. And the boots come around this way and down on the back. And then here's his back. And I'm going to make a line down here too. And I think that might separate them a little more, so they look more like leggings. And I think even if I take and put a shadow in here on the sides, we'll see. And so he's holding a wreath right here. This is his hand. And this is the wreath. The wreath is going to be painted, but I put a white primer on it. So that's the wreath. And his other hand is coming down here. It's kind of skinny. It's coming right in there. And it is holding a gift. It kind of goes like that. Down this way. Whoops. Sometimes when you're drawing on this, because it's ochre, it has ridges. And sometimes your pen hits those ridges. And this is his hand here. See, I know what I'm doing. And then it's got some ribbon on it, but it's hard to see. And then he's got a belt buckle in here. Right there. That's his belt. And his belt comes around the back. Let's define this arm a little more. It's hard. I need to get that overhead light for me set up. It's hard for me to see what I'm doing because of the shadows. That's his hand. And then this is the back. I need to put some green there. Or draw a pocket. I think I was going to put a pocket with an envelope on his back. This is a belt. Right here. And this is his other hand. Coming down this way. It's kind of hard to see. And then he's got this collar, red collar on. His neck. And it comes around the back. Like that. And I'll hold this up so you guys can see it better. Like that. Like that. And then he's got pointy ears. And I'm going to do that with the fine liner. Where you see white here, that's his pointy ears there. And they're not outlined, and I need to work on his head. So these stripes come around this way. It's kind of hard to draw them. These are his leggings. I don't know, even on the front, I feel like they might need a little more darkening in there to separate them in here. And then because it comes down to a point here, I wanted to put white dots on here. I could maybe on the side put some white dots with my fine liner to define the boots. Come up this way and down that way. A little more. Now, let me see what you guys are saying. I got, Leah said it's difficult on an uneven surface. Yes, it is. You flip your phone sideways and see more desk. Okay. But less chat at a time shows. Yeah, I agree, Brenda. That's the way it is on my phone. But you could get rid of the chat and still see the desk. And well, on my phone, it's like this. Say that's the phone. And when the chat is showing, the chat comes over this way and you only see that much of the picture. That's what Brenda's saying. But you can minimize your chat if you want to see more of the picture, and the chat on my phone comes down into here with a little symbol. And then I hit that symbol and it'll maximize again. But when I have it in portrait mode, not landscape mode, you only see that much. And that's why Brenda wasn't seeing the whole thing. Let's see what else is going on here. I see a close-up, let's see, 2 to 4 pages. We will do 5 and 6 next Wednesday. Okay, so tonight I'm going to try to catch up with Becky. I'm going to review her videos this afternoon and see what she's done. And I'm going to try to do some autumn pages in my October journal like Becky has done in her autumn journal. I wish I could have followed the autumn one. I love doing the spring one, but just with everything going on in my life, I couldn't do it. So if she does a winter one, I hope to be able to pick up with that. But I'm going to try to do at least a couple of the pages that she's done. We'll see how far I get tonight. Brenda says, I scored some fussy cut scissors and a tweezers at the doctor's office, stainless steel. They were from the suture removal kit. They throw those away unless somebody wants to keep them out of their kit. Oh, that's cool, Brenda. Yeah. Kimberly says, I love him, my little bobblehead doll. He's rather dashing, Jazz said. Oh, the dude got a fancy hat got fancy hair under that blingy hat. Dapper Dan hair. Pomade? He's a Dapper Dan man. Staple it could make a hat band. Whack. I know, Leah, it looks like he used some fancy product. I hate the thought of his hair swoop being covered up. Aw, I covered up his hair swoop. He got an Amish hat with bling on it. Arlene said, staple hat on, you know, to make sure it stays. Oh, I did staple on my that little sunflower doll. She's all stapled together. All right, let's go ahead and let's see. I'm going to get out my fine liner pen for the face. And let's draw his pointy ears on. He's got pointy ears. And let's put a little earlobe thing in there. Okay. And I wanted his nose to be sharper, like, and I'm not sure you guys are seeing this. I can hardly see it. I wanted his nose to come way down, sharper. And I'll have to repaint it. Sharper nose. And that's not even what I wanted. It's hard to draw this on the okra pod. That's a little better. Bring that way down a little bit more. And then he's got this funny, silly smile. That comes way up like this. And I've messed up his face officially. And he's got a lip here. And let's see. This is his other ear. I think I'm going to make his hat. I got a white band around his hat, but I think I'm going to give him white eyebrows and paint his hat down further. I don't want to paint over his ear. Paint that white where I have white. Paint it red, because it looks too much like a Santa hat. And then in here where I have white up here, I think I'll make that blue or green or gold. And then these bands here, which are hard to see because they come down like that. It's hard to draw them. Comes over like that, like that. I might have to be redoing this hat. I don't really like this here. I might make it a little different. And I might bring this white band, I might make that all red. And then so this is the other ear. I'm not sure that I like his leggings. I think I might put a shade darker red on the sides here, just to make them more, I think they look almost like a skirt. But he's pretty detailed. All right, I like my sketch of him, but see, he's got these skinny legs. And, you know, it almost looks on here on the sketch. You can see where my dark line is. Here is white. In there, it looks better. And put a little shade darker on the side here. We'll see. So, I want to get him done so I can go on to my Santa Clauses. It is 8:51. I can go for about 45 more minutes. 45, not 425. I was laughing at Arlene because the other night I said I have about 45 minutes. And she heard 425 minutes. And I thought, you know, that could have been the way the microphone sometimes picks up what I'm saying. And it's just like the autocorrect. It autocorrects me. That microphone. It's not 425. It was 445. I might have said it really fast. 425, 45. It sounded like 45 to her. All right, let's get out a little bit of, and I worked out of my cap. And that's what I'm going to do today. I want a paintbrush over here. This one. And there's my pencil. I thought I had a pencil out. Got two pencils out. Put them back over here. All sorts of stuff stuck under there. Come on, get out of there. Watercolor. And what else? A crayon. Oops, there went the glue stick. I'm not going to pick it up. Let me get my paper towel out. Where I can grab onto it. And I do think I went to this darker red, cherry red. So I think I want to bring his hat down. We'll give him a white eyebrow. We don't want to paint the ear. Now I'll be coming in with his eyebrows again. Well, yeah, I guess I'll come back and paint their eyebrows over the hat. It's a big old ear there. Now, I don't like I wanted this to be more pointy up in there. So I might have to revisit that. And over there, it kind of overlapping itself. All right. I think I'm pretty happy with with the red down in there. So let's give him a wreath and a present. And maybe a pocket on the back. What am I stepping on? My glue stick that fell. I want a light blue and a light green. There's a light blue. And is that a light green? That's Martha Stewart's pearl green. Sea breeze. Yeah. Hold the phone. Parakeet green will do. Alright, I'm going to make the package blue so it'll show up a little better. And I'll hold this up so you guys can see it too. It's hard to figure out these camera settings. Alright, the package that he's holding on to is right in here. And it's got a ribbon on it. And this is the top. Right in there. And then it's got a side. and a side over here. Oops. Yeah. And so far he just has white gloves. Now, I might have to revisit that, but... And then... he's got a green wreath, and I'm going to make it parakeet green, so it's a little bit different than the green I have on here. And the wreath is right here. I can hold him still. Hold still, man. And that's a white stripe in there. This in here is part of his leggings. And he's got a green tunic on, and that's part of it there. And that's part of it in here. And I don't know. I might have to revisit that, but we'll see. So here's the wreath. I'm pretty happy with it. I think I'll make his gloves gold. And have gold hands. I got this King's Gold. And I'm just working out of the cap because I don't need a lot of paint. And I washed my brush, so I'm pretty good. I'm just dipping it into what's in the cap. And this is his hand here. And he's got another hand. Right here. He's holding on to that gift, which I need to make red ribbon. Let's go back to the red. Oh, it looks like a ribbon on a package, I think. And then let's put some red dots on the wet green. I'm happy with that. Now, let's go back to that gold and do the crown here. So the crown shape. And I'll hold it up closer so you guys can see it, but I want to work on it. Kind of got a natural shape up in there. And I'm just painting yellow for a crown. I might put some red dots in there. Now the hat itself is white, but I think I'll paint that. I should paint it that dark green to match his vest. And that is this color, which is holly branch. And we'll see what I have here. We'll see what happens with this hat. I'm not entirely happy with the hat. And I'm going to paint it all green, and then I'll come back and work on the top part. I think I meant to put some jewels up there. And I think I'm going to paint down in here and come back with the red, because I don't like the shape of the red, or I might just leave it. Kind of like that, just like that. Now, this is awful hard to make out unless you know what it is in here. That gift, that buckle really needs to be gold. And his face isn't done. But what I want to do, and I'm not sure exactly how, is I want to add a little shading on the sides here of his leggings. Just kind of right down in there to kind of, they look, to me they look like a skirt, and I'm not quite happy with them. So, a red with a little, I want to, maybe even just a gray color. And I don't know if I can get any white out of this. I might be able to. Yeah. A little white. And and my black is juicy, and I just need a drop. That's more than a drop, but it's hard to get. Less than a drop out of those big bottles. Now I want it just a light gray, so I want just a pinch of black. And I want that to be a wash. Some more white. And I kind of want to swoosh it on the side here. And that's lighter than. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I might end up redoing those pants. That's more what I wanted. I'm just kind of dab at it. Oh, my brother's up. He's hiccuped in there. To me, that made his legs look a little skinnier, which is really what I want. Now, I might, where I have gray there, I might just run a gold stripe down the side there. This wreath a little more. It's hard to hold it, three-dimensional shape, and draw on it. Yeah. See, I didn't need all that paint. What I thought I did. Now let's get that gold out again. I'm going to get rid of this before I put my hands in it. I'm just going to fold it flat. Otherwise, I'll be putting my hands in it. There. Let's run a gold stripe down the side. You know, it's an okra pot. And now I know what everything is, but I'm not sure the casual observer would understand this area in here. This does look like a wreath hanging on the side here, but I'm not sure that they'd understand the gift and the tunic. But I'm going to leave it. What I think I'll do is put some gold dots on his collar. one up there. And I need to do his belt. I think I did, but I need to redo it. There. And let's give him a gold pocket in here. That's going to be a pocket. It's wet right now. And you can see I haven't worked on the face yet. He wants to go the way I don't want him to go. I'm going to try to get a gold dots in here. There. Now I've worked on everything but his face and maybe a little more on his hat. Let me bring this down a little. A little more crown work here. And I think I'll put some red jewels on that crown. And I'm going to let it dry, and then tonight I'll work on his face if I have time. Because I'm not ready to do, I'll hold it up so you guys can see him better. But let me put some red dots on the crown. If I can hold it steady enough. Might be easier on the back because I didn't repaint it. I might revisit that tonight. So let me hold him up so you guys can see him a little better. You're seeing him from a distance, I believe. So there's his face that needs work. I'm going to work on his face, and that white there are his pointy ears. There's red on his hat and green, and I'm going to put some gold dots on the green. It needs a little bit more work, and then the crown up there might need a little bit more work. The red's kind of running, I think. And then his red collar, and hold on to it here. So his hand comes down, and where is it? Here, it's holding a wreath. And his hand comes down this way, and he's holding on to that present. And that's what I think is going to be hard for somebody who doesn't understand. That white triangle up at the top there is part of the buckle. The blue is the present with a red ribbon. And you kind of have to understand what you're looking at before you actually see it. It kind of is too tiny and too convoluted. But I kind of like him, so I'm going to work on his face tonight. I'm getting tired of working on him now, and then we're going to call him done. He needs to dry off a little. So now I'm going to work on, what time is it? It's 20 after. I've got a little bit of time to do some old-fashioned Santies. Let's put him over and let him dry. over somewhere. Over in there. Okay. Get me a clean piece of wax paper. We're going to work on some old-fashioned Santas. I want 5 of them. So I think I can do 3 more there and 2 more here. But I'll have to. And I was looking through my fussy cuts this morning. And I found some old-fashioned Santas. These are bulbs. This one might work. And I'll zoom in when I do that. Let me grab my phone. Let me zoom in, and then I'll look at chat. So we're gonna work on some old-fashioned Santas. Let me look at chat. I want to thank you all for sticking with me on a Friday morning. Live chat. Hi, Janet. Oh, no. You haven't gotten it yet? Well, we'll give it another week, Janet. And if it doesn't come in another week, we'll give it another 7 to 10 days. And if it doesn't come in 7 to 10 days, I'll do you another one and put it inside of an envelope. Hopefully it will come. Everybody else got theirs. Darn those Canadians! It may not be Canadians. Darn those post office workers. Darn those Americans. Stealing people's art. I know Chris never got her little seal that we did, their baby seal or otter or whatever. I forget what I did. I guess it was an otter. We'll give it some time, Janet. We'll give it another 7 to 10 days. I'll make sure you get one. I'll make sure you get one in the long run. I just wish people wouldn't do that. What is this world? You know, it was meant for mail art for you, not for them. If that's what it might just be taking longer. So I guess I shouldn't get too mad yet. I think Arlene had to go. Kimberly said, look at Meri ahead of the game making Christmas gifts. Meri's okra pods. Yeah, I'm liking the okra pods, but that elf is needing work. Brenda says, my eyes are weird, Arlene. They've gotten better. I take off the glasses to see the phone clearly, but if I'm watching on the laptop, I need my glasses on. Huh. Arlene says, Brenda, if I have to do stuff, I can listen and just know that I will not see anything. Even if I put the phone 2 inches from my face, I would still just see a blob of color. Becky had to leave. And I'm back to the gnome noses. Janet says, thank you, Meri. Sorry for all the trouble. Well, it's not your fault. It's certainly not your fault at all. We'll make sure you get one. You're the whole reason I redid them. Because you said you never got your owl, so that got me to drawing owls. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll give it 7 to 10 more. We'll give it another 7 to 10 days. And it still hasn't come. We'll do another one and I'll put it inside the envelope so that they can't see it. Honestly. All right. I wanted to go get some old-fashioned Santies. I guess they call him Father Christmas. Father Christmas postcards. The postcard ones are the ones that they show up on the best. And let's just go to the images. Now here's a good one with a side view, bedside view. Oh, I like that one. We'll do that one. Whoops. Is that my gallery? No. He's got a long beard. Now I'm keeping this one out because these heads are almost too big. I want smaller heads. I'm not going to use these because they're bulbs. And so his face, of all his features here, his face is just like a little triangle in there. A little triangle that points off that way. And you see this hat. So let's start out with the hat right here. And I was drawing on that ochre pod with this pen. And we're going to come across this way. And the hat kind of gets lost in the tree up here. And then it's got fur coming around this way. I kind of want it smaller because he's got a big beard coming down. So come down like that and kind of up like that. And then he's got his beard and the back of his collar and his hair. This might be a little bit more like that. And he's really looking down. So he's kind of got a white face there, and his nose comes down sort of like that. I don't want to mess it up too much. And I don't like things. When I don't like things, then I end up messing it up. So his mustache comes swooshing down this way. And kind of comes like that. Swooshing down. And then he's got, you can kind of see the other one here. And then his beard comes all like that. Kind of, and out over this way. And his hand covers up the beard, so I'm just going to put it like that. And we'll give him a shoulder here, just because he needs it. Sort of like that. Now, am I good with this? You can kind of see his eye. He's got a bigger nose than I give him, but I'm not gonna, if I try to adjust it, it will, I'll mess it up. So I've been using watercolor for this. I've been using these Primas, and I think for the white, I use white paint. And these are Winsor Newtons. So let's spritz them. And where's my water jug? Here it is. And I need some water in my... And this has gotten pretty dirty in there. But I think I can still use it. Squeezy, squeezy, squeezy. I don't know. We'll see. And let's spritz my pans here. Now you won't see all of this. I want to keep the Santa in view. I might need that. Let me get a drink of water. Guess I left my brush in the... No, that's not it. What did I do with the brush? I think I'll get a clean paper towel. That was part of the ribbon. All right, let's start out with the hat. Yep, got a towel on there. And I got a light red and a dark red here. On this other set, I just have, this is a complexion, Prima, not Prisma. So, whoops, got out of it, bumped it. And these are just for, I was making cotton batting dolls, but Becky suggested that I also photocopy them for bobby pin. I wanted to make, so I said, oh, I should have some for my bobby pin embellishments. And she said, make copies for the bobby pin embellishments, Meri. So that's what I'm going to do. And we'll just bring the sleeve down this way a little. Maybe the underneath a little there. Now, let's get some of that darker red for the shadows. Up in here. Kind of. Underneath of the hat in here. You don't need much color on these. Your imagination fills in a lot. Now I need kind of a pinkish complexion color for the face. And that's where this comes in. So we'll bring that down in here. And we'll give him a white eyebrow, but let's do this first. And then a little bit of a darker pink over here. Now I'm coughing. And that white will really make him pop. Let's see, I wanted to use a little of this. For his cheek in here. Well, I don't have it. And maybe I'll take my towel and blot that a little. And under his eye. And around in here. Around his nose. Now let's grab some. I'm going to work out of the cap here. I think the white will make it pop. I got enough in there. I've been using acrylic for the, I just feel like it works better. And I had it coming way out over this way. Now what I want to do is before that dries is I want to grab a little of this kind of a grayish blue and put some shadowing in here. It's tan on here, but we're gonna put some shadowing in here. Grab some more white. Do his mustache here. And this part of this beard. Now, I'm pretty happy with him. I'm going to define his eye a little better. But I want that to dry. So while that's drying, maybe I'll put a little more red. In here. Sometimes you have to layer this. It dries. Sometimes you have to mix it a little darker too. I'll put a little blue in there, or green, get it a little darker. No, that's not enough. Ooh, that's too dark. Well, it might. Let's grab a little more red. Excuse me. No, we'll leave it like that. Now, I think I'll define that Santa a little bit more with my pen. And you know, a lot of this is going to be covered up with cotton batting for the cotton ones, that's what I'm doing. I want to make German cotton batting or old-fashioned Santa ornaments. All right. It's still pretty wet. I'll come back with my pen work. So let's go choose another one. Oh, Chaz. Aw, thank you so much. Thank you. I am feeling better. I did sleep pretty good last night. I did take a sleeping pill last night because I was tired from yesterday, but I don't want to get addicted to the sleeping pills, but they do help me get to sleep. So, yeah. Yeah, the bobby pin embellishments would be cute, Kimberly says. Thank you so much for the super chat, Chaz. I certainly appreciate you. Thank you. I think I'm caught up with chat. Let's go choose another Santa. I have to go out to my... let's go choose another one. I think I've done this one. This is a well-known postcard. I'll find one that... See, this one really looks like a man. Let's visit this site. This one looks like a man. You know, it really does. He's got glasses on, but he looks like a man that's playing Santa Claus, doesn't he? Whoops, let's get him up here so you guys can see him. I think I'll use him. Looks like Little Red Riding Hood almost. So let's do him. Oh, I didn't want that to soak through. It didn't do too bad here. Let's put this underneath the phone. Like this. All right. So again, I want to keep them relatively small. So here's his hood. Coming out like this. And coming around. And you can see more of it over on this side. Kind of coming down like this. Now, he's got, you can see his hair is kind of brown in there. And he's got dark eyebrows. He doesn't have white eyebrows. I think that's what makes him look like a man. His eyebrows come in here, sort of like that. And you can see more of his eyes. I don't know what you guys are seeing because the lighting in here is not good. My phone is dark here. What am I losing? I'm at 84%. Am I losing juice? Probably because I put things. I think I have enough to last me for another. Oh, I've only got a few more minutes. I'm not even going to probably get him done. But his eyes are open. So let's draw his eyes in here. Harry Potter playing Santa, Janet says. That's what it looks like, doesn't it? And give him round eyes in here. And he does have glasses on. You can't tell it too much, but we'll give him a pair of glasses. His eyes are heavier. And you can kind of see the rim here of the glasses. And his little nose comes, his big little nose comes in here. And then he's got that beard and mustache. So his hood actually comes out a little bit more like that. And then his beard kind of comes all the way. I'm not going to have time to paint him. We'll just sketch out a couple here. put his beard in there and bring his hood. He's got a hood on, a hoodie, like that. All right, we're gonna leave him. Let's pick another one. This one is more of a modern Santa. I don't know. There he is again down here on different postcards. Let's see. Here's one. I like this one. We'll do this one. I should swipe these so that I have the picture in my let's go back and swipe this one if I can find it. What's this one here? All right, let's go to my library. And this one, I'm going to sketch this one. He's got a pretty smile. He looks friendly. I'll come back tomorrow. Well, I don't know if I'll have time to do it tonight because I wanted to finish I wanted to work on Becky's pages tonight. What time is it? 9:46 here, so I got a few minutes to sketch this guy out. So he's got a fairly big hat. Let's put the hat line right here. And it kind of comes up like that. Like that. And around. Like that. And then the green kind of comes like that. And he's got more of a forehead. He almost looks like a king in a way. Maybe a wise man. Hair coming out that way. And beard comes out this way. His eyebrows come in here. And maybe up in here. Well, and then you can see his nose comes down, maybe like that, sort of like that. And you can kind of see a little bit of that nose, and then you can see his eyes really plain. Which is hard for me to do tiny. And he's got he's cheeky. Yeah. And he's got a mustache coming in here, which is more full than I have it. And a mustache coming around this way. Like that. And then he's got his beard sweeps out this way. That's not too bad. Remember, these are just the heads. It's not the full figure. Kind of comes out like that. And I'm just kind of sketchy for him. And then I'll come, when I paint him, I kind of cover up a lot of these, but I think his hat should be bigger. It doesn't look like it fits his head. It's too small for his head. There, that's a little better. And I could put a green shoulder on him here, and maybe a little bit of green in there. All right, And let's go back in now that this is dry and kind of define this a little more. And his white collar here. And white beard. The mustache comes this way and swoops out that way. And I'm going to leave, I might put his, I need to put a white in there for his eyebrow, but I'm not going to get it out right now. So, I've been drawing and painting Santa Clauses. I'm going to tear this. And I got my October art journal put together. So tonight I'm going to work on Becky pages, I think. We'll let these watercolors stay open, let them dry up here. Let me zoom out just a little now. You guys aren't seeing it. Well, there we go. That's really zoomed out. On my tablet, on my phone, it looks good, but on my tablet, there. I'm going to use that as my thumbnail. So I want to thank you all to see. This is Friday. I know there's somebody coming on. Is it Lena? Thank you, Janet. And don't worry about your owl. If it doesn't come, we'll get you one. Don't worry about it. It might be a while, but we'll get you one. Thank you, Chaz. And thank you, Chaz, for the super chat. I sure do appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. So, is it Lena that comes on? I know Catitude. Stacy Catitude comes on. I think she'll be on today. I think she started coming back when she can. I think she said her husband is home and they resolved some of his health issues. So watch for her. Friday, Barb Owen will come on this afternoon. And I think Art Junkie. Let me look. Barb Owen, Friday afternoon at 2 Eastern. Stacy at 10 a.m. daily, that's Eastern. Is Becca on too? I don't know about Becca. She might be. I don't know. Lena streams on Friday at noon Eastern. Lena's from Denmark. I was thinking Art Junkie. Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, Art Junkie comes on. So watch for them. I'll be on tonight at 7:30. I'm planning on working on Becky Autumn pages. So goodbye, everybody. Bye, Kimberly. Have a really great day today, and I'll see you later tonight. Bye-bye.